Sorry, friends. OBS today. I apologize. It's a mess today. I apologize, friends. I'm so sorry. When I upload this VOD, I'm gonna have to like make it a big video because it crashed like 50 times with me. Ugh, which I hate because that takes a lot of memory and stuff. I think I'm gonna like uninstall my OBS tonight and then reinstall it and see what's going on with it. Cause nothing's like dropping. It's just like frames randomly, but it's the same setup I had yesterday. So I'm terribly sorry about that. I might tell people to refresh. But I did know people want to go for Gumi, so we'll try to get Gumi. At least thankfully we got the shiny too, so we'll be alright. I'll definitely take some pictures with it later. So I have 23 on the sandwich. Hold up. Where the hell's Gumi at? Let's see. Gumi. I think a good location to get Gumi is... I think it was like that water area. Hold up. So maybe we'll go there. Oh god. I hate this map sometimes. Like I love it, but I hate it. At the same time, I think it was like near here, like these three islands. Alright, let's go get people want to Gumi gang, so let's go do that. Also, sorry y'all for the disconnect. It's my like damn computer. We've been live for an hour despite it saying like 1 minute. Alright, let's see if Gumi will spawn. Tatagiri also is gonna spawn here. I don't want that. It's not shiny, right? This is the right of last Tatagiri. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with it today, but I appreciate y'all. Okay, so I think Gumi... I think there was like a certain island where it spawns. I was like there. Jesus. Alright, what the hell? Alright, make sure there's no shiny dragon in the water. Because then I gotta worry about Dratini and stuff like that. And like, I will run towards it. If I see a shiny Dratini. Hi, Gyarados. Scaring the like life out of me. That's great. There we go. Alright, this is where I need to be. Eutropia is the dip. Oh, Swablu's here too? Yeah, if not, I could just reset it to where I was. I kind of only want Gumi to appear. But for some reason, it's not. And I got like 20 minutes left on my save. Is there like a better location for it? Where I'm not around like water and stuff? Maybe? Let's see. Oh, I'm not even where I'm technically supposed to be. I want to be like over there. I was like, wait, yeah, because there were like too much stuff popping up and I just solely want Gumi to pop up. Alright, so there's Gumi's here. Dragonite's freaking here. Hello. The hell? What's up, bro? What if I go higher on the mountain? Because the only thing about a dragon power is like there's too many like dragons in this area. Alright, there we go. God, he's here too? How he doesn't pop up that much, right? Okay, yeah, he's over here too. Damn. Alright, Terra's here too. That's definitely not shiny. That's regular, right? Yeah, that's a regular one. I wonder if there's a better like spot for just Goomy. Let's see. I think there might be a base area near too for Goomy and Sluggo. Oh, it could be Let's look at it. Yo, Newbie McStir, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Alright, hold on, friends. So it might be up that way instead. That way is probably like away from the water and stuff, which is nice. Not that I don't want the other shinies, but I'm like, I'd rather just Goomy pop up if we're gonna go for it, because it makes it less confusing. Alright, let's see what pops up here. Oh, Dreepy's here. Oh. Just mess around and get a shiny Dragapult, right? What's normal? This one is normal. I thought it was shiny. I think it's like red, right? Dreepy, I love you, but no. I do love you, though. But get out of here. I'm mad there's no, like, spot for just Goomy to pop up. I mean, if anything, I can always reset the sandwich and, like, see. There's, like, a better area. I might go back to that swamp area. That might be the play. Hold on. They were all alerted. Okay, that was just orange. I gotta worry about it. How much time was left in the sandwich, by the way? I've not run into one Goomy family since moving here. And I thought I would. Yeah, Shiny Saba would be like sick. That'd be kind of dope. Weird. Okay, let's see if there's a better spot for Goomy. Because I do have some time left and I don't want to waste it. But let's see. So there's a Goomy Sluggo location a bit further down. It's like near... Is near Los Platos. Am I trading with viewers? No. Not today, unfortunately. You do trading with viewers? I mean, like, if somebody needs a Pokemon and I have it, sure. But I don't just, like, randomly trade stuff, if that's what you mean. Like, if somebody needs something, then that's a different story. Alright, what the hell's my map is like a mess. Where's Los Platos at? No. Alright, that's the Pokemon Link. So Los Platos gotta be near here. That's the passage. Where on Earth? I'm trying, it's like by the swamp area, but I cannot find it. Also, I gotta get ready for the Cinderace race too. Okay, it's by I just saw the town. Maybe by Alfanando? Alright, let's go up there. Let's see, because I do have the sandwich and I don't want to like mess up. Okay, so could be near here. Levincia's there too. But yeah, like I don't know if you need a specific trade or anything, if that's what you're asking. But yeah. If so, just let me know. Alright. Gumi and Sluggo locations. Goes down from this area. Trying to see what town is nearby. Okay, give me 1 second, friends. Right, so it's by swamp area. Hold up. Okay, now I just want to get my hunter evolved. Oh, yeah, I can. I mean, I can trade. I can help trade you back your hunter. That's not a problem. I didn't know if that's what you meant. Sure. Hold on. All right. I'll also Tom in the sandwich. Hold up. Don't worry. I saved where I got my shiny. Also, I think we could take it off stream because we have it. But if I'm gonna get Gumi, I need to see exactly what his location is, because I don't want to waste it. All right, give me 1 second, friends. So Los Platos East is where I need to be, like in that pond location. I bet. Yeah, I can help you evolve your hunter. Let me finish the shiny sandwich real quick, and then we can do that. Oh shit! Is it gone? Oh no! I think it is gone. Ah, yeah. I think if you do that, it's gone. I wish I knew. That's all right. We do get the shiny though, so that's all that matters. I'm trying to see what box I put in it. It might be in this box. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so she's here. So, damn, I lost the rest of the shiny. Alright. That's fine. At least I got her. I can't get too upset. I'm sad about that, though. I didn't realize if you do that, your sandwich doesn't keep. Damn, I could have possibly got another shiny. That's alright. It's whatever. So, Tato also is another shiny we like. But it's just so difficult because it's in all this ice. Also Glaceon's here. Also gotta do these Eevee raids, so maybe I'll go do that. Like hatch these Eevees while I'm here. See if there's a shiny in that. Okay, noob, do you wanna, if you need your Haunter traded, can you let me know via code, like what code you wanna use? And then I can meet you in Pokeportal, we can trade and trade back. And then maybe I'll see like what other hunts I want to do. Maybe I'll make another dragon sandwich. Yeah, I wish I could go back to past me and be like, hey, don't 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 cancel that out. You're gonna need it. I'm so bad at the map too. I want to get better at like this damn map because I was like lost for a while. All right, we'll go to Mendel. I'll get the items in it. What do I need? Nothing. Oh, if you need to get your Haunter evolved, let me know the code you want me to meet you at so I can trade you. That's what I need. Alright, at least we got a shiny today, so I can't be too mad. Yeah. Yeah, let me know so I can do that. It's your first time trading? No worries. You go. So you need to make sure if it's your first time trading, you're gonna see my screen, right? You're gonna make sure online mode is selected. You're gonna press L if it's not. If it is, you're good. Then you're gonna go to Poker Portal. Make sure online is on. You can do it before you get here, or you can do it afterwards. You're gonna just make sure online mode is on. You're gonna go to Link Trade. You're gonna set a code. So you have 8 digits. So make sure you use all 8 digits. You're gonna click that code. So let's say I do 1222 1222. Plus, you're gonna do begin searching, and then you're gonna let me know noob what your username is. Um, and then basically once I get your username, I'm gonna search for you. If your username pops up, that means it's you. You're gonna trade me the Haunter, and then I'm gonna trade it back to you. I'll trade you a random Pokemon I got, and then we'll just trade them back, and then we're all good. Do you have a Gengar for your squad? Yeah, so keep me posted when you got it, cause I do want to make some shiny sandwiches. So yeah, I'm bummed out. I missed like the 16 minutes of my other sandwich. I could have just kept going if I knew that. Kind of bummed about it, but it's alright. Oh yeah, I posted some of my shiny pictures and oh shit, you gave me the code, my bad. Alright, hold on, I'm searching for you now, wait. Eat. And then let me know what your username is. I hate this game. I mean I love it, but I hate when it does that. Yeah, let me know, noob, let me know what your Nintendo username is so I know it's you. Alright, I'm searching for you now, friend. The amount of editing I'm gonna have to do for this VOD is ridiculous, by the way. I'm so mad. Alright. I'm assuming that's you, Luke. I'm assuming that's you. Alright, see what I'll trade you. Trade you Waxer. Alright, cool. Sounds good. Alright, so we'll trade and trade back. I mean, you can keep the Quaxley if you need it. I personally don't. So if you want to keep it, that's fine. Suppress yes, and then we'll trade right back. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to make another... I don't know if I should go for something else tonight. Like, what should we Shining Hunt for? Because I preferably want to do something that, like, I can notice. Oh, what if we did should I go for another... I don't know. I was thinking about going for Mareep, y'all. Because we could do that. With 2 Herbus. Like, I'm not opposed to that. But I also want to get something I don't have. Poami's another one, too. But I might be suited for that. Because all them damn electric types, I'm like, ugh. I was like, all them electric types would probably be a mess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit so much tonight. I'm literally gonna probably go into OBS and like just fix a couple of things. I don't know why it disconnected on me. I was like, I mean, it naturally happens, but it happens a lot. Like, I was like, what do you mean? Alright, it's communicating, so we should be going through. That good on Nintendo lag, alright. I can't escape it in Smash Brothers. I damn sure can't escape it in Pokemon, unfortunately, either. Alright, sweet. All right, Luke. Congrats. You got your Gengar. Got the gang. Thank you for trading. I'm glad you got your guy. Enjoy. Now you got a fully assembled Gengar for your team. Good luck. GG's to you. All right, so we got a lot of options, friends. No problem. Anytime. No problem. I like helping out people. No worries. That way everyone can enjoy the game, whether it's their favorite Pokemon. I know I was hyped when Ampharos is back. I'm glad I got my shiny girl. Trying to get my shiny guy in the future. Alright. So I got the dragon early. I don't know if we should go for another one. I kind of like that we got already, though. So I don't know if I want to do another hunt. I could do Iron Valorant, or we could just hatch these damn Eevees. Which I'm kind of leaning towards anyway. Because there's a lot of them. How's this box not full? I thought I moved it. Alright, hold up. There was a box with eggs in them. Guess these ones okay. I think we hash these Eevees because that's going to take me an hour anyway. That's going to take me some time. Alright, let's hash these Eevees. So I will do... Let me get a picture of shiny Eevee. We'll do that and then I'll think about a sandwich hunt while I'm doing this. Oh god, where is she? Oh, she was hitting. I was like, why is she so tiny? I was like, what is happening here? Oh, she's a little too big now. Alright, and then count one. Alright, let me open up the counter. Give me a second. Oh, I forgot I made it a shortcut on my desktop because I did not know where to find it. Hold on. Alright, and then let me just edit this to 0. I gotta go? Alright, no worries, noob. Thanks for hanging. Congrats on your Pokemon too. Glad you got it. Hi, Tamara. Hello, friend. How you doing? What's going on? It's so good to see you. Have a good stream. Thank you, noob. I appreciate that. Welcome in, friends. 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to do a little, streamer cough and the mute. Tamara, so good to see you. I'm good. Thank you so much. No problem. Yo, shout out to the homie Chipper Tamara. If you're not following her, please give her a follow. She's super fantastic. Plays a lot of cool games. Has a great vibe. Her and her awesome partner, Jovi, are absolutely fantastic. They play a lot of cool stuff. Tamara, so good to see you. How is your Thursday going? Let me know if you do anything cool. If you're lurking, chilling, all that good stuff. It's so good to see you as always. Appreciate you being in here, friend. No problem. Also, I did not give a shout out to my buddy, Bra Boricua, aka my friend Natalie, who's absolutely fantastic. She plays a lot of cool stuff. They play some really great games, including Sims. They do some D&D on the side too with their awesome ladies in D&D and other representatives of different communities in D&D. Super fantastic. So be sure to check her out as well and show them some love. Just working, chilling right now. Nice. That's awesome. I was gonna say, like, I didn't know if you were on. I know some people, like, for work they were on vacation. So I know, like, for a lot of folks, it's like, ooh, okay, those IVs. We'll work on her. We'll Eevee train. We'll Eevee train. I got big plans. No vacation for you? Ah, that's all right. Well, hopefully next year. But at least, hopefully work is chill. At least, like, it's some downtime and stuff like that, so it's not too stressful. For those that came in, friends, don't be alarmed. I'm gonna alert everybody. Appreciate you. Joey says hi too. No worries. Enjoy your look tomorrow. And tell Joey I said hello. So good to see them. So yeah, for everyone that came in, we did get the shiny Frigibax, which I'm super happy we got her. She looks absolutely dope. Love her moveset too. We were gonna work on some things with her to make her a pseudo speed demon, so I can use her for some dragon raids, which I'm really excited about. So that's going to be dope. And then now we're going to go and we got some Eevees to hatch. So I'm gonna go get Birdman. Actually, I'll get him in a minute. Let me clear the box. See, I'm having this crisis in Pokemon where I'm running out of space for things, and I dislike it. But hopefully, Shiny Eevee shows up today. Well, hopefully, we get her. Because that one, I'm probably gonna make a Sylveon for raids, and then I'll boost up. And then also, we got to get ready for Cinderace. I think that raid opens up tomorrow, so I need to prepare. I saw the shout out. Thanks so much, fam. No problem, anytime. So I am so excited. Of course, to see you keep doing awesome on Twitch. So happy to see you. Maybe we should get rid of some. I don't want to mess up the count. Maybe I'll do a row, then we'll do the awkward eggs. Let's get to the double digits and see. Okay, so this used to be my favorite shiny hunting spot until I found out about Levincia, and I'm like, yo, honestly, this place is kind of like even better. I think we'll go. Yeah, we'll go north. I usually flying north. All right, so we're shiny hunt Eevee for now, friends, because I messed up on my sandwich, which is okay. I mean, it is a waste of 2 Herba, which sucks, but I'll try to get them back all stream. Because I don't think I have them, actually, if I double check. Unless I choose the system, which would be awesome. No, the salties are gone. But I do have, so I have 2. Cinderace starts January 1st. What? Right about. I think, let's see. Oh, it starts December 30th to January 1st. And then the 13th to the 15th. So, yeah. That's when it ends. So, it ends the 1st. No, you're good. Because I got confused, too. I was like, wait. Because I was like, let me double check. Yeah, so you have until the 1st. So, it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow, which we'll be doing. A couple of my friends are going to be doing it. Natalie, if you want to do it, let me know. I am more than happy to get you in as well. I'm breeding some, like, Pokemon for peeps. So if you want to be on that list, I got you, friend. Not a problem. I'm more than happy to give people some demons for their team. Because even if you're not like far in the game, your Pokemon will still listen to you in the raid. They just won't listen to you outside if you're past, like, you know, if you don't have the obedience for it. All right, so we got a sweet and salty. We got a sour. We got a bitter. 2 bitters, okay. So 6 herbas, which is 3 sandwiches if I'm using the combinations. Which isn't bad. I probably might grind some more herbas off stream. Oh, I am here. I was like, where the hell am I? Alright, so let's hope an Eevee shows up today. We can go 2 for 2 for shinies. And if we'll get it, which is great because I need to go get a certain fire lizard next. I might take you up on that. I'm still home for the holidays, so let me see what my fan plans are. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the 30th. And if you can't get it, I can always make it for you for the 13th to the 15th. But I can always just give you a score bunny as well, so you have a backup. Because I am going to be shiny hunting that on January 2nd. Because New Year's Bash is on the 1st, so that's why I was like, I got to do the Cinderace race the 30th and 31st. So we'll be doing that on stream probably a little bit earlier than our normal time on Friday. It depends. I do have to see one of my best friends. But I think our hangout's at 2 o'clock. Oh, no problem. Anytime. Yeah, I told people if they miss out on the Charmander or Charizard ones, I have Charmanders. Like, I have a ton of them. Like, in fact, I'm going to have a ton more on the 2nd of January. So, you know, I told people if you need one, hit me up. Definitely not a problem. What the hell is this thing's egg cycle? Jesus. I was like, what? Yeah, I mean, listen, I would love Shiny Eevee because if we get it, I would kind of hope to get multiple in this. Because if we did, that'd be even better. Because that way I would have it, and then, you know, multiple Eevees would be nice. Ideally, Sylveon, Espeon, Jolteon, and probably that order. Sorry, not Jolteon. Sylveon, Umbreon, Espeon. But we'll try to get one first. I think I'll box them for now, then I'll release them later. Because I don't want to release them on stream. That'll take too much time. When I'm off stream, I do a mass release and then just get them out the way. So, we have space. Yeah, the other thing too with nature it is, I mean, Mints will fix it. Ideally, I want this one to be a Sylveon for the raid, but I'm also down for like, I don't want it to be an Umbreon yet, just because that'll be bad for Cinderace. Sylveon to like throw hands with it. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, okay. Okay. 1 minute, friends. I was trying to do it off beat to say 1 minute, friends. It was not working. Alright, we're good. Yeah, my last Masuda hunt was like wild. It was a mess. Like, the Charizard one itself took me a long ass time, and I was like upset about it. Say hi to tomorrow. I think she had the lurk, but she might be able to see you. Yeah, I was like, we'll see what this Eevee got. Hopefully it, you know, isn't a hassle and it shows up, but if not, it is what it is. Oh, hold up. This thing's so weird. It's like every time I like move, it's like upset. I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like uninstall it and reinstall it tonight. Yeah, I didn't realize how much Eevee's walks like cycle is for eggs. It's another long one, which that's why I like this area because it's not too much of a hassle to hatch. But yeah, the starters were like so easy. We like hatched them, and it was like boom, left after right. They like were all set. All right, here we go. No shiny. You absolutely hate to see it. Still no. That's okay. Very early on into this Masuda hunt. But I'm just hoping it doesn't do me like Charizard did. Charizard, I want you helling back for that thing. Just to let y'all know. It was not fun. Absolutely hated it. Would not recommend. Alright, let's head back. 2 more in the set. That's why I like doing the 5, because at least you kind of know. You don't have to question how many eggs there are. It's just a clean, like, boom. Cool. Let's do this. Egg number 10. We're in the double digits. Well, that 10's a little awkward. Let me move it. It like doesn't matter, but I'm like so symmetrical with things on the screen. I'm like, all right, let me make sure it's like connected. It's like not too far off, whatever. Okay, we're gonna do boxes. We're gonna do this, and then we're also gonna do. Hold up. All right, back at it. Yeah, I was like, there's so many like Eevees left for me to hatch too, and I'm like, all right, let me just get through all of this. All right. Yeah, there was like a chart too. I don't think I remember Eevees, but there was like a chart that had like how many steps you have to take to like hatch the eggs and stuff, and I was like, man, that's. There was one those dragons. With the dragon egg hunts, you literally could do things for like 5 hours and come back. They probably won't be hatched. That's why I did that one as a outbreak shiny. I was like, sure. Yeah, I definitely found out the hard way about Herb and Mystica's. Like, you don't want to reset when you have them. You can reset before the sandwich, but during the sandwich, if you do it, you'll lose it. Today I learned. It was a valuable but painful lesson, but we learned it. Oh my goodness. Alright. I think I put the right counter up too. Hold on. Yeah, look, we'll go through and check it out. Alright. Let me put you up, friend. You have to move so much when I switch to egg hunts. Just because of counter. I mean, I do like. I will say though, sandwich hunting is where it's at. I like it a lot. I didn't think I would vibe with it as much, but then I saw it and I was like, yeah, this is kind of clean. Because it helps with Pokemon like I don't want a Masuda for. But also some that might be too difficult. Or like, you just absolutely can't Masuda for some reason. In terms of just timing or just the whole situation being a mess. There's like a lot of factors to it. So I was just like, alright. Yo, Risky, what up? How you doing? Hope all's well. So good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. How am I doing? I'm good. I'm good. We got a shiny Ice Dragon today. I'm hatching some Eevee eggs. Try to see if there's any other dragons I want to go for today or any other shiny Pokemon, We may do another sandwich. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But I do want to hatch these Eevees so I don't have to worry about it, and hopefully we get it tonight. Because I basically want one to have a Sylveon. I was trying to do like the encounters with Eevees and stuff, but there's like other normal types you have to worry about. So I tend to don't like hunts like that where there's like too many Pokemon on the screen. Because you might be going for an Eevee, there's something else that's shiny, or it's just a hot mess. I was like, yeah, I'd rather not deal with that. So I was like, I'll egg hunt Eevee. Oops. I'll get back in. I do want to get Eevee today because I need to prep for Charmander's hunt, which I'll, like I said, I'll be starting next week. Just because I needed a personal break from it. I thought about doing it off stream too, just to get him, and then move on to another hunt and raids and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see how things are going. Yeah, like at least, and it feels wild because it feels like we did multiple boxes, but we're still on the first. Yeah, I got to talk to people about that, like how they feel about Masuda hunts in general. But I always say, like I was saying yesterday, it really just depends on your personal mood with it. Like if you enjoy it or if you think it's good. There's some people who are like absolutely not, hate it. There are others who like really, really enjoy it. So it really depends what you're passionate about. Like I tend to like it because, especially for like streaming and stuff too, I can prep early and then just come back and be able to like chill, hang out or whatever. But I do know some people who are like sitting there waiting for your eggs to like pop up is the worst, which, you know, it happens. It be happening. Alright, let's go. What do we got? Regular adorable Eevee though. Yeah, I think I'll keep doing a full set. Yeah, there's been times where I've done shiny hunts and I was like, oh, the shiny's definitely this one or definitely in this batch. To be either luckily correct or horribly wrong. Like, there is no in between. It's been one or the other. It's been, alright, this is a whole mess and I have to deal with that, or we got it. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, 19? I was telling someone, like, maybe under 100 height? Maybe. We'll see what's up. Alright, egg 20 on deck. I love to see it. Like, I always feel good. I'm like, alright, I'm on this egg, I'm on this other egg. And then it gets to a different egg, and I'm like, oh, God, no, that's not good. Like, because then I'm just looking like, I'll vibe with it. Yo, Voltic, what up, friend? How's it going? It's so good to see you. How you been? A huge shout out to the home of the Voltic Ace in the house. So I did not give a shout out to the buddy Radio as well. My bad. I thought I did that earlier. Shimigami Tenshin, how do you like it? No, no worries. I thought I did it earlier. I apologize. I think I was like, I think when you came in, I was like zooming at the dragons, and I was like, I think I did it, but if not. Any luck with the Eevees? Doing well, my friend. How was your Christmas? Eevee, yeah, I just started the Eevee, so we got a lot of boxes left. I don't think I'm gonna hatch all on stream, but we'll see how many we do tonight. But luck though, we did get a shiny today. We actually got 3, but the first 2 were off stream. But I did get this lovely lady as a shiny. I'm lurking working some blog things and putting off. Good luck. Yeah, so she came in shiny. We did a sandwich hunt and got her, which was really nice. And we're hoping that Eevee can continue to trend, but we have a lot of boxes that go. It's a lot of little Eevees in there. She got Intention's fun. I'm really enjoying it. To be honest, the story's a bit flat, but it's enjoyable. I was thanking for the shout out. No worries. Yeah, I've heard people say the stories and all that. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad we got it. Shiny luck has been great so far. I just hope it continues. I also did not want a Masuda for that dragon. But yeah, we did waste a shiny sandwich, unfortunately, so I did lose her Herba Mystica, which sucks. But I'm hoping that I can rate up today and tomorrow. Probably find some of my own. Maybe get a Herba to drop. Bribe somebody. I don't know. Fine. Yeah, hopefully we get a Herba to drop soon. Which would be fantastic if it did. Let's go this way. Oh, look, we back. Yeah, but thank you for the congrats. I'm glad the shiny's done. I have to clip it later. I've got to update last shiny command, but if you do that command, it'll show you the shiny we got before, which I believe was the Pinwort line. We got all that, and then we also got Charcadet with the sandwich. But yeah, if I get bored of this Eevee hunt, I'll probably just do some more Pokemon offline. We'll probably do another sandwich hunt. Just got to think about what I want to get, like what's around. Yeah, it reminds me of the Tink hunt where like we did that. It was like absolutely like horrific for a while. Nothing popped up. I was upset, and then I look over and I'm like, oh, we're good. We get two of them. So hopefully Eevee and Charmander sympathize with me like Tink did. Big, hopefully though. Yeah, maybe. I recently did a shiny hunt for Iron Vow. I was looking up to get one. Yo, congratulations. However, its stats were bad, but I got it at least. Congrats on the shiny Iron Valor. That's awesome. Did you do like a sandwich hunt for it, or did you just straight up hunt for like fairy encounter for it? If so, impressive either way. Yeah, I would bottle cap it and then check out his nature and then nature mint. That's what I did for mine, and it's a badass. I know you can buy bottle caps in this game, but I hate how expensive they are. I mean, I get it. They're like, hey, you know, it's kind of hard, so you gotta buy it. But I'm like, damn, it's a lot. Like, I'm like, fam, that's a little too much for me. Oh, I think that one I missed. That was 24. I think I miscounted one. But good, congrats on shiny. Welcome to the club with that. That's one of my favorite shiny Pokemon in this game. Also, hold on, friends. I'm gonna try something real quick so that way I don't drop too many frames again. I have an idea. Okay, it should be a bit better. Okay, and I think everything else should smooth itself out. Bear with me for 1 minute. Alright, let me get this batch of eggs. Whew, man. I got so upset with this thing recently. I'm like, I don't know why it's doing this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna completely like just go in and delete its stuff and just bare bones it with this and probably delete some scenes. Cause I don't know why it's been acting up recently. Bum, 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 bum. Poami is one I want, but I'm trying to think how I want to encounter it. Cause like that shiny Ford is clean, so I thought about that. I could go for a second shiny Iron Valorant. I want to get a Roaring Moon. So I'm trying to see if someone will trade me for like a shiny Iron Valorant or Iron Thorns would be another one I would like. Like it's not on my need list, but it would be cool to have for like raids or whatever. So I'm not opposed to it. Alright, 26 on deck. Come on, Eevee, I need you to shine for me, buddy. I know you can do it. So I can get you to become something. Yeah, I was shocked like I would like Sylveon as much. But I love the shiny. I think it's like a very clean looking shiny, but the blue on it is like chef's kiss. I don't know. It just looks absolutely perfect. So I was like, you know what? I need it. I was like, absolutely need it. I do have my one in home. However, you know, it's hard to get it. I did increase fairy encounter. I haven't unlocked 6-star raids, so Herbers don't drop often. I think I'll have 2 Herbers. Good for you. I'm glad you got it. That's hella good if you got it with just those odds. Straight up, that's smart. You'll love to see it. Well, I'm glad you got it. It's a cool shiny. Definitely enjoy it, friend. No problem, no problem. Congratulations to you. Also, Discord's doing. Hold on one second. Alright, that one's not shiny, so thankfully I don't stress too much about it. I thought it would be and got worried. I haven't seen all the shiny mons in this gen, but do you have a favorite so far? I have a couple of favorites I can show off real quick that I've gotten. Oh, that's also 30. My bad. Why is the number off? I'll mute it. Alright, so some of my favorites that I have. Ignore all these eggs. Sheesh. So I love everything about Fuecoco. I think the shiny is very cool. I think it's subtle enough to see a difference. And I think when it evolves, it looks great. So definitely a winner for this gen. In terms of others, I think Tinkaton is hilarious. It's one of those shinies where it has lore to it and looks awesome and badass. So absolutely love it for this gen. I think my favorite has to go to this queen. She looks so dope shiny. I get a lot of Robot Rock, like Daft Punk vibes from it. Shinies that I like that I don't have. Poami shiny, very clean. Shotado Shiny is really good. Love my man King Gambit over here. Absolute god with that blue. Much better setup for it. And you know what? I will say, Cerulege, my thing with these two is what they should have done with their shinies is you keep the eyes the colors that they are when they're shiny, but you change the pattern. Look how dope this Pokemon would look with purple and blue. And look how cool this Pokemon would look with yellow and red. I would have lost my mind. I don't know why they didn't do the color palette swap. It made total sense. I thought they were going to do it. I'm like, yeah, that just is the logical place to go with these shinies, and they didn't. But despite that, they make it on my list. Trying to think. There's a couple other ones. The blue's clean. Yeah, I like it for King Gambit. I really do. And it's such like, it has such a cool name, like King Gambit. Like, one Gambit for action class, but also just King. It's so dope. Also, I do have to remember before the end of the stream, I gotta get Cerulege for B. So I'll work on that now. So that way the friends are good for the Cinderace raid. Which, by the way, ready your mods up for tomorrow, everybody. Ready your squad. Get your things you need to do. I gotta get so I got my squad ready. I technically have 3 Pokemon I can use for Cinderace, but I'm grinding on the 4th. That's the thing, like, I wish there was a way to just spawn Eevee by itself. You have to wait for an outbreak. Because I would prefer to do that over, like, a Masuda for it, but when I was doing it, I was like, geez, that's a lot of eggs. Like, it's not bad. It is one of those Pokemon I wish I could sandwich hunt, though. I caught Shiny Bisharp and Sword, and what's called Pokemon available. I'm going to transfer and evolve it. Nice! That's all. Yeah, there's a couple of Pokemon to do that for. Eevee, definitely going to do it for, you know, Charizard and all that. I have my Shiny Rowlets, which I'm very excited for. I miss those guys. Cannot wait for them to be in this game. It's going to make me very happy to see them. Mm-hmm. Man. I pressed the minus button by accident. That always happens every shiny hunt. Because they're, like, right next to each other. I'll just start looking and I'm like, I hit this by accident, did I? I hate that. But yeah, Shiny Bisharp is absolutely clean. The fact that I got that whole family in yesterday's stream was such a W stream. Like, one of my favorite streams of the year. When Shockley came in, like, the end of the month. And the year itself. But that's definitely, like, what I'm going to highlight. Like, that whole video. I had a blast playing it. It was just one of those moments I was like, yo, this is, like, dope. Like, if I play my cards right, it should be one left. Yeah, I'm glad we got like a good amount of shinies too and a decent team, so that way we can work on it. And then my shiny teams are pretty much done for the most part, which is nice. Oh, you're not shiny. Yeah, we'll see how I'm feeling about Egg 100. If I'm like, I'm over this and I want to do a sandwich for the last hour, we'll see. I'm trying to think, what on earth would I hunt though? Like, that's what I'm struggling with. Cause like I thought about getting the rock Pokemon, like the rock salt one. Cause that one looks kind of clean shiny. But then I'm like, I don't really know. And then I was like, well, I could get another Iron Valorant. Use that for trade bait with Roar Moon, and so we'll have that. Then that could work. So there's options, yo. There are a lot of options. Boom, boom, do, do. Alright, let's see. Let's get these 5 out of the way to get to 40. Yeah, I was like, there's sandwich on thing. There's also this. There is. But like, I didn't want to do this too much on stream because, man, Eevee has such a long egg counter hunt. I didn't realize how long it was, but yeah, that might be one I do off. Or it could just bust the timeline and show up. That could be true. There's some truth to that. No shine. By the way, are you excited for the main event SmackDown tomorrow? Yeah, Cena's gonna be back. It's really cool because like I didn't expect that. But I totally forgot like SmackDown's tomorrow. But I think that's a great way to end the year. But it's also cool that they brought Cena back for a match. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see the dude wrestle on a random SmackDown, which is really cool. Yeah, that should be fun. Bum, bum. No love. That's okay. It's all good. You know what I mean? Oh, GG's. 40 down, no shiny. Are you over here? Cool. I think it's gonna be a banger after banger after banger type match. Yeah, it's really cool because you know, I like the fact that it's a Cena and KO who, you know, they have their history from when KO made his roster debut against Cena with the US title feud, which is really cool. Then you also have like Sami Zayn and all that. You got Roman, so I think that's gonna be a cool style. I also think it's gonna play really good to like the Tribal Chief like storyline and stuff. I'm interested of how all that is gonna just end. Like really, really interested to see. Like I think that's gonna be like totally fun. Oh my bad. Yeah, I love what Roman's been doing. You know, it's been a really good year. I'm excited for that. I mean, Wrestle Kingdom is coming up. By the way, I saw the Stardom match. My girl Gula, she won. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. I gotta watch that match. I forgot it was today. But I know Kari, I think she either had a title defense or she has it. I would love to see them wrestle. I think they have in the past, but so part of my ignorance if I don't know if they wrestled before. But like those two, I love Gula. She's dope. She's super cool. I know like she's not big in wrestling in the States, but I would love, like, if she ever came to, like, the US, even if it was for, like, one match, I would buy tickets for it. Because she's absolutely freaking awesome. Her and Naito. Naito's a guy. I'm bummed out. I remember I had the chance he wrestled, I think, for ROH, and I could not get tickets for it. Your boy was hurt because he's legit one of my favorites. Yeah, Tetsuya Naito that's the man. Like everybody's like, oh, I like Okada or I like this. I'm like, nah, I was a Naito guy. Still on. That's my dude. Yeah, I think like after I hunt for a bit, I'll get B her Cerulage too. Fortiful Eevee's down. Let's see if this one is the lucky number. We shall see. I didn't make a prediction with this hunt. I was like, whatever. We'll just see like if we get it early or if we don't. I will check it out. Yeah, I think the main event for SmackDown is going to be good. I think a lot of wrestling is going to be good next year. I'm excited to see where people go, like, not only from here, but where people go if they stay with different companies, if they go do stuff. So, yeah. Do it. Alright, oh, let's get this out the way. Let's do this. I don't know. Big 50 could do it. Them sub 100 shinies hit different. Like, I remember when Coco was in the 14th one, I was like, yo, and then dude had a lot to celebrate. He had 4 more of his friends show up. Alright. Sheesh, this egg out. Next time I breed, I should really look at the egg steps to just see. It helps because you're on a bike and you just go continuously, so it's not too bad. It's not the worst I've seen. I think when I went for Dreepy, it was like I was able to like go up and down a whole like hill, probably like 7 times before that hatched. I was like, man, that is kind of rough. Oops, sorry about that. Farm run. Locking it in, shiny Eevee on the 100 eggs. Final answer. I appreciate that. We'll see. Thank you though. We'll see if it shows up another 100. Be kind of nice. Well, thank you for that lock-in. Yeah, we'll see if we get that. And I definitely think we're going to get to 100 tonight in terms of eggs. But when in doubt, we did get the Ice Dragon, so I'm just happy about that. Alright, so normal Eevee this time. I like that Eevee has a very noticeable shiny. So it's not like, you know, one of those you're like looking at. It's like, are you shiny? Like Frigibax, that, oh my gosh. There were so many times I kept looking at it, like glaring at that thing, like, is it shiny? Alright, we're halfway there. Halfway to the under 100 prediction. Everybody else, get your predictions in. When do you think we'll get the shiny? What number? I think a lot of us shiny hunters go through that during the hunt. There are, okay, so like during the hunt, right? There are times where I'll just sit there and like convince myself I'll get it. But usually I'm very calm under 200. When it starts getting like 2 something, I get a little nervous. And then when it gets into 4 and 5s, I get a little uneasy. So like now it's like I could, you know, shoot the breeze with everybody, like chat, chill, you know, just kind of work everything out. And then other times when I'm shiny hunting, it's like, I was like, yo, I need this thing to show up. Like, I just start getting aggressive at it and impatient and stuff like that, which, you know, it could be interesting. Yeah, I actually think now I'm probably going to upload the YouTube videos in the 2 parts because I don't want to download it and, like, make it one big vid. I think I'll just do that instead, which is fine. I'll just explain it in the chat that we had an OBS crash earlier. But I think I'm going to do that instead. That may take time and it may delay stuff. Whoop. Bro, let that Eevee be shiny, dog. Let that Eevee shine for me. But yeah, Shiny Hunt Extreme is like just it's a lot. It's a lot to the process. I do like how this game, at least, they did a good job of they gave shiny hunters like food to eat. You got sandwich hunting, you got outbreaks, you got Masuda. It's like you know, you even got full odds if you want to get wild and stuff like that. You got so many things. You got Union Circle hunting where you can go on people's games and share a shiny sandwich. Like that is just, you know, I gotta give Pokemon credit. They gave shiny hunters and competitive battle peeps the 2 core audience I said they should work on aside from the main audience, obviously with the game. They gave them what they were asking for. Like this is stuff that people dreamed of. You definitely love to see it. Cool. So what is that? Alright, big 60. Yeah, it's like the thing about egg hunting too that also could be draining. It's like you see your number on screen. Like with the whole outbreak hunts I did with like the dragons, it was like, all right, I didn't count them things. I was just running around looking. But with this, you actually see your result. And it's like, man, just that meme of like Sonic on the beach, just looking out. Like, man, like I gotta get that. Like, I gotta get a commission of that one day. And put that as like a stream card or something like that. Something we can do. Yeah, a lot of people ask me what a shiny reaction uploads are. I have them ready. I think one's gonna go up tonight, and a couple other ones will be going up later. Yeah, I think the Chocolate second one, that's going up tonight. And I think the Bisharp family one, I have to like compile that into a vid. But that'll take some time. Do. Alright, 57 on deck. Alright, 3 more for the 60 batch. And box 2 will be done. Yeah, I usually pick a box too. I haven't done that either. I should probably do that for good luck in the future. Just like randomly pick a box that I think it'll be in. Yeah, I might do the extra Eevees just to like take them off my lawn as well. Since we did 2 boxes and stuff. Oh, careful. Do. Alright. Just a normal Eevee and 60X. The grind continues. The marathon continues. Alright, so we got these 3. There's probably like 2 left over, so I'll just hash those for fun. Let me just double check, see if there's any left over raids. There were like a couple. I think maybe I moved them over. Aha, I knew it. That'll be good because that's like a whole clean row. Now, do any of the earlier boxes have any? I don't think so because they're all filled up. Oh, there's 2 here. Okay. Alright. We'll do this one. See if there's any leftovers straggling. Right, and you still have like over 5 boxes of eggs to go. To see if the Eevee will show up today. Also, yeah, if I need to make sandwiches, since like I don't think I have the Mysticas to do it, because I use the salties. If I need to just use any two, I have the other recipe to make it. The like OG one that needs all those food items, which is kind of a mess. But yeah, pro tip to myself: next time I have a sandwich, don't close the game. Definitely don't do that. Because the game will just be like, oh, you don't have it anymore. And I'm like, which does not make sense because if I saved all my data and stuff, it should know I had the sandwich left over. But that's okay. That's okay. We only had, I mean, we had 16 minutes. So I could at least went for another shiny Frigibax or something like that, but it's okay. It's all good. You know what? We live and learn. We got the shiny. We didn't lose it. Enough for me to be mad about. I thought about getting a shiny Dreepy, then I realized how many Dreepies I have at home. The only reason that's the difference with Eevee is because I need to get it ready for Cinderace. If I needed Dreepy, I would have probably did that tonight too. Do. Come on. We got this. It is a normal Eevee. It is a plain Eevee, friends. Trying to see if these mystery eggs had a little surprising. Trying to see what the deal is. Yeah, shiny Eevee actually is like one of my like all-time favorite shinies too. It just looks clean, like by itself. Like that's just a really good color for Eevee. I can't wait till they make a ghost type evolution because the friends, I definitely whatever that shiny looks like, I need it. Like I ain't even gonna ask questions. I just want it. I would just be like, yeah, let me get this. Oh. Oh. No, not a 65. No shiny for me. Yeah, it's just such a dope shiny though, but it makes me laugh at times. Alright. Oh my god, are you serious? Alright, or at least these to the wild. They can join the other Eevees. Alright, rest of these look good. I don't see any leftovers. Alright. Back at it. So we'll go back to the clean box. We'll do 2 extra separately, just to knock that out the way so we get an even number again. But yeah, it's like, it's such a grind to like get the eggs, because it took me like hours to get them, and then after you get the eggs, it's like, alright, now you have to hatch them all. Like, you have to sit here and be like, okay, I have you guys. Now, I have to like hatch you and get you ready. Which could be a bit of a mess too. We still listen. There's still hope for the under 100 though. I'm not gonna give up. I remember what was that? I think Sprocketito was like that, and then that hunt was just one of the longest things I've had to like do in this game. I was like upset for a while. It was mostly just a lot of frustration with it, but you know it's not a bad hunt. It just tends to be very like frustrating, anxiety inducing. You know what? Yeah, so many homies playing Pokemon tonight. It was really cool. You got this, man. The hundreds been in the writing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Keeps me going. Yeah, it's like, especially like when you're OG in Masuda, you just sit there and you're like, alright. There's been times I'm like, there's a mix, like when I get certain shinies, I'm relieved as hell. Like when I got the starters, like the trio, I was so damn happy. I was so happy, I think I was like, I don't want to hunt anything. And then I was like, well, I need to do Mareep, which took like a while. And then Tinkatank was a whole mess. And then everybody else was like, alright, like I feel better. I feel like more relaxed. Alright, 869 was not nice. Not nice to me at all. Okay. Let's do these two. Yeah, if I don't have space, I'll just get rid of them. But at least we'll do these two to clear out, then we'll do a full line. Yeah, I'm glad the egg counters are like static, so you don't have to worry about them. Like it'll be wild if like your egg count like can change or whatever, or like it flips if it's not shiny. Like I would hate that. I'd be so upset, and not just myself, but also the game. Sweet, come on. Am I competitive shiny breeding? Yeah, I'm gonna turn the. So now that I got my like demon ditto with the destiny knot and stuff, yes. But the ones that I got before that ditto, I'm just gonna turn into demons, like hyper train them, nature mints, Eevee train, all that good stuff. I'm gonna do that offline, and then I usually make like a battle team that I just test. That like I don't use like super competitively, but they exist in case people want to throw hands. They just exist in case it ever gets to that point. And then aside from that, yeah, I made like a competitive team of Sword and Shield, did some battles. I might like dip my toes into it a little bit, maybe practice some peeps. That's why like I wanted to get like Tinker Tink and Cerulege and Armor Rouge and all that, Scarlet Ridge, all those guys. I wanted to make sure they were shining. Yeah, that's why I'm glad this game, especially Sword of Shield, the idea of like nature mints and stuff like that, and you know, bottle caps have always been around, but like the freaking idea of nature mints is like one, in my opinion, the best things that this game has done. That is awesome because like back when you had a bad nature, you were just screwed. Like you couldn't do anything. You just had to deal with it, or like, you know, your Pokemon was just kind of like there. But now you can just fix all that. You don't have to do too much stuff. But even like the Everstone and Destiny Knot tricks is like fantastic. I think I might do that with my Adamant Charmander, so I get an Adamant Charizard that's 5 or 6 EV. And then that guy can go and raise hell. I used to do competitive shiny breeding and sword, but good, and it's all still a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of research. The meta changes all the time. A lot of my favorite Pokemon end up getting banned or like nerfed, which sucks. Like, you know, the Dolphin. I was like, yo, I could breed for that Dolphin. I can try to get a shiny one. There's no point, because like he's allowed in like other VGC, but I don't know. Maybe in this one he might get banned too. We'll see. I'm just glad my man Chin Pal's in there. As long as he stays, I'll be alright. Cause boy, do I have plans with that guy. Man's gonna be an absolute demon when I'm done. Alright, let's see what this egg has in store. Egg 73 could do it for us. For the one time. For a good time, not a long time. No, that lighting did scare me though. That Eevee was bright in center, like right in the light, because it's about to be nighttime. Okay. I kind of do wish you had an option, like even if you beat the game, to change the day and night cycles, because there's so many like Pokemon at night. Like I would love to like Shiny Hunter encounter, but it's alright. I guess they were like, hey, like, you know, we want to be realistic, which you can't do in real life, which I get. I totally get that. Yeah, I think when I make my competitive mods for my friends, I'm gonna give them the right nature mints too. So that way they have them, and then I'll probably use some bottle caps on them. Should be one more left, if I'm not mistaken. Hey! Oh man, 76 in. We'll see. We'll see. I'm very, very nervous for this. Hopefully. We did get like a lot of like Eevees in a box. Whenever I shiny hunt, so whenever I collect my eggs, I do it in the morning when I'm getting up. Like I'll have breakfast or whatever, and then like in an hour, I'm able to fill like 6 boxes, which is awesome. I do wish home was there, because then I can do mass release and then set up another box and store them, which is like the best thing in the world. That saved like my bacon when I was shiny hunting in Sword and Shield, which I honestly miss doing. I don't know. It was something in Sword and Shield shiny hunting. It felt special. It was like, I remember when I got my score bunnies back to back. I definitely remember when we got, man, that Mudkip hunt. I had to do that off stream because it was just a mess. Yeah, Masuda, man, it helps you out. It hurts you at the same time. It's a very weird situation with it. I still love it though. I still think, I personally still think it's my favorite method of the shiny hunt, despite its flaws. And I also think you should like, now sandwich hunting I would say is absolutely broken. Like I think I like sandwich hunting a lot more than I did. The only like cons to it is like, you know, you need herb and mysticas, which are not easy. They don't grow on trees, so it's like you gotta make sure you get them. Like you either gotta find somebody with the hookup or you yourself have it. I did get one herb, but I think in a raid I did. I was like 5-star. I do a lot of those raids offline, so that way like I can just collect herbs and chill. But then like I make a list of Pokemon I want to like hunt and like areas and stuff. Like I watch a couple videos and I'm like, oh, I want to get this Pokemon. Like I really want to get a second Mareep, but I don't want to waste her. I don't want to say waste Herbers because, you know, I have another shiny Ampharos for future games. So maybe we might do that tonight if I'm not too wiped. Let's see. Come on, Eevee. We need you to shine, friend. Shine bright like a diamond. Where's the great Rihanna? I was hoping that would do it. I was hoping the power of Rihanna would make Eevee shine. Alright, 2 more. 2 more to go. Like, I'm debating. I'm like, I could just also, like, Outbreak on Eevee. Or, like, just Sandwich on Eevee, which wouldn't be a problem. But I wanted to, like, double check first. Because, like, I'm like, oh, I'll come Masuda for it, see if I get it. Because then that'll give me confidence with Charmander. Because, I really wish home was compatible. Because then I wouldn't be doing all this. I would just have him in and be like, alright, what's that? It'd be so much better. I wouldn't have to worry about all this. I'd just be like, alright, we're done. But no, they had to keep out my mons. Keep out the ones I love. Which I hate. I remember I was mad at Gen 8 for the longest because they had Wooloo in the game. And Mareep was right there. And they were like, oh, Mareep's not allowed in... it's not allowed in that region. And I'm like, what? There's a sheep that's even more fluffier but looks ridiculous that they allowed in the game. Like, it's one of the first things you run into. Mareep is a fraction of the size of that thing. And it was just like, nah. I was tight. I thought in DLC he'll make it. When I found out he wouldn't make it, I was like, alright, well, next game. I got to see him in BDSP, which I didn't play that much. Despite what my stream time says on the game. We played the hell out of them games, but I don't look back on them fondly. They weren't bad. It was just like Platinum's where it's at. Like if you're gonna remake Gen 4, just Platinum. Like Diamond and Pearl are cool, but Platinum is like it's cooler. You know what I'm saying? Like Diamond and Pearl is like, alright, you know, you win $100, but Platinum's like you win 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like you're happy either way, you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna buy something. But that 1,000 hit different. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. But you know, they're not bad games. They're not bad. Well, they're alright remakes. I still got to give the GOAT remix to Heart Gold Soul Silver. You know, Gen 2 the Gen. It's my favorite. But it's hard being a Gen 2 fan. People slander it for fun, and I'm like, why? Like, you know, they'll have reasons. But then I just disagree. Don't play. There's some legit reasons. It's not, you know, every gen has its pros and cons. So I get it. I felt the remake. I tried to beat it, just couldn't. Yeah, you know what? I will say the post game for BDSP was awesome. with the legends and stuff and all that. That was fun as hell. That was like a unique way to just add some flair to it. But I don't know, I wish they did more with it. I also don't like how Arceus was locked behind, you know, you gotta like beat like actual Arceus and get all Pokemon. I'm like, what? And then you had to use that Arceus in Legends. I didn't like that. Like, I felt like it was doing too much for a Switch game. Like, I felt like I was playing GBA and DSA all over again. Where you gotta, like, meet Scooby-Doo, shake hands with the president, you know, do 50 jumping jacks, and, like, you know, arm wrestle the Rock just to get a legendary Pokemon. Like, I should be doing that in 2022. It's cool as hell to do all those things, but, like, why? That's why I was with the whole Arceus thing. I didn't like that. I remember, like, I got excited on stream. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get Arceus today. Realized I did not have the requirements to get him. And we just ended up shiny hunting and, like, laughing at it. I was like, this is the worst. Yeah, it hurt my pride. I was like, what? Yeah, I agreed about the remakes. Like, you know, the effort was there. It's just everything else was like. Yeah, I was only able to do 48 jumping jacks. It's hard. Oh, it would have been cool if that last one shiny because it's female, which would have been dope. Especially for the Sylveon I want. There's also something about Sylveon's cry. The fact that it's like a whistle is like fantastic. I grew to like Sylveon. I remember disliking it when it first came out. Like, I was like, what is this? And then I saw it and I'm like, okay, it actually looks pretty cool. Like, it's no Espeon. It's no Vaporeon, but it's cool. it might be in my top 5. No, actually, wait, it definitely is. I think for me it's Espeon, Vaporeon, Umbreon, Sylveon, Jolteon? Yeah. Yeah, Leafeon's cool, Glaceon's cool, Flareon sucks. Yeah, that's all I got. Leafeon's alright, it's just weak against a lot of stuff. It also has another cool class. And then Glaceon, like, I don't know. Like, I don't really rock with ice types like that. But I like Glaceon. It's just, I never use one on my team because I can never build around it. Because either, like, my water type knew an ice move, or I just was like, alright, I don't need ice type. They also have a crap ton of weaknesses, which kind of turned me off to using it. But I do have a pretty, hold on. Give me 1 second. OBS, you good? Thank you. Anyway, as I was saying before, my system scared me again, had me go to hell and back. Yeah, it just got to. It's teasing me. I hate this thing. It just got to a point where, like, I saw, you know, I see Glaceon and be like, I want to use you, I just don't know how, friend. Like, I would just look at it and be like, I don't know what to do with you. Oh, that one's kind of tough with the light. Like, it looks like it, right? Like, I can tell it's not because it's super, like, glacier white. Alright, we're on egg 90. If we're gonna do under 100, we need to get it in the next 9. So we shall hope. Alright, 2 more. I had to glare at that one for a little bit, chat. I was like, hmm. Question. 3 segment done the Dunsparce shiny hunt win. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. Like, the reason why I would never do that is because I don't even like the Dunsparce's shiny. Also, Game Freak did Dunsparce dirty. The fact that Dunsparce was getting an Evo, especially as my Gen 2 brother with Amphi, you know, I had a lot of hope for Dunsparce and all that, and I was like, yo, it's gonna be cool if it gets a shiny Evo, because then it'll be like a dragon or whatever, or like some cool mythical thing, or something that looks really stupid, but like is engaging at least. And not to say like the Dunsparce isn't creative, it's hilarious. But why did Dunsparce have to suffer? You know, that's where I'm at with it. But also, shiny's kind of mid. That's why I was like, eh. But yeah, I would never, I probably would never do that. Yeah, they did him dirty. I probably never do it, though. I'm trying to think of other Pokemon on, like, Shiny Hunt. See, I want a shiny Roaring Moon so badly, but I know I'm going to have to trade, like, you know, my whole life, like, insurance for it. So, I'm trying to see if, like, if I could talk to someone to be like, yo, if I get you a shiny Iron Valorant, can I get, like, a Roaring Moon, please? Or, like, can I just sandwich up and then go in, like, a Scarlet game and get it? Because Roaring Moon is dope. I have my regular one as Japanese. But you can't breed for those, which sucks. I mean, I get it. Because, you know, the past futuristic Pokemon are not supposed to be able to breed. They just exist. Alright, we'll see if this 5 got it. But yeah, I mean, like, it's not a bad hunt. It's an interesting hunt if people do it. Like, I'd be like, that's hella interesting. Alright, y'all, we got 5 in this row. Will shiny appear? Mm-hmm. 94. Yeah, that lighting does not help it because it always looks like it's white. It's not though. Like it's a super noticeable shiny, but like the lighting here is like super scary with it. Trying to get your boy pre-hyped. And I hit the gleam on it. No, still regular Eevee. Alright, big 97 coming up. I love the Dunsparce. It did him dirty as a kid. I was super hyped for Dunsparce to get an evolution because his final move was Hyper Beam and always had such high hopes for a Majestic Dragon. The Evo it got doesn't upset me like most, but it's 100% shake my head moment. They legit gave him a mid section, and then the 3 segment form took me so long to get. That's cool. If you got it, that's awesome. But yeah, I agree with you. It's like let my man prosper. You know what I'm saying? let him be great. All right, if it's under 100, it's in these 3 or in these like 2 rather. But I got a feeling it's going to be plus 100, which is okay. That's fine. We'll still vibe. We'll still live and vibe out. Let's see. We'll see if the hopes is the heart of the cards got it tonight. But also later, I gotta get a selfie with a little ice dragon queen. Okay, 98. It's time. Let's see. Still a regular, lovely, but not shiny Eevee. 99, hopefully? Alright, 99 for Aaron Jones. Let's see. For the captain. New captain, by the way. Love to see it. Let's see, Eevee. Put on the Yankees cap. Come join us. No. Not for the captain, Aaron Judge, unfortunately. Alright, big 100. We're at the century mark, about to pass it. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I know. We're almost there. It's alright. That's okay. We still got 2 more in this. Alright. It could troll and do 101, which would be hilarious if it did. If it was just like, yeah, hey. Egg late. Or something silly like that. That's still a regular Eevee, alright. Go over here. Yeah, it's wild to see how many eggs are still like left for this thing too. Yeah, hopefully we get it tonight, because then I do want to get Shiny Sylveon, because I'm gonna have to level grind them and get them ready for the raid too. Thankfully my Armor Rouge is ready, so at least I'll have something like ready to go ASAP. I know we're gonna be hosting soon too, so. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's in this batch. Cross my fingers on this one. Bum, 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 bum. bothered me a little bit. T-shirt with a tag and it was like driving me wild. So. All right. Say normal, easy, alright. I'm curious if I do a sandwich for it. Let's see something. Yeah, I'm very curious. I wonder if there's like a location for it. Jeez. Yeah, I was trying to see it, but it might take some work. Alright. Can I say I'm not opposed to doing that too? Honestly. But I just noticed so many other like normal types there, so unless Eevee like spawns a lot, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I'm like looking to see if there's any like local spots that help out. I'll still obviously hatch my eggs, but if I can just get one straight up and I'm not using the sandwich for it. Alright. Yeah, so I like the ditto locations. I'd rather like not do that mess. Let's see. West Province Area 1. South Province Area. What's Area 3? Trying to think if there's any like other normal, because like Eevee's here. I think Meowth shows up here too, which is pretty well, I'll say I could pop a shiny sandwich. Yo, what up, King? Welcome in. Cause I was like, I'll see if holy glitches, Batman. So I've been shiny hunting for Glimmet. Oh my gosh. And I finally found one. Nice. But it was inside a cave wall. Something told me to just lock into the wall. Luckily I was able to sort of battle. It's legit inside the wall. I'm glad you got it, friend. Congratulations, Voltic. I ended up getting shiny Lock Rock at Area 0. Congratulations. Everybody get shiny. Oh, is that a Sylvie on it? It is. Not Sylveon, my bad. I'm not blanking on his name. Yeah, Persian here. Persian's normal type. Oh, there is an Eevee. There's an Eevee and Meowth. I think Meowth's normal type too, right? Like, Eevee's just chilling here. Eevee popped up here, then Day-Day's here. Because Persian's also normal type, which sucks. I don't want that popping up. I'd rather just see Eevee. Yeah, because you gotta worry about that Persian's normal type? Let's just double check it. I was like, hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm shiny hunting. That's true. Yeah, these guys are also normal too. Yeah, so that would not work. I'll probably have to do like a raid, like an outbreak encounter with Eevee. So I could test that out if I go here and like see if I save and see if the Eevee outbreak shows up. Oh! Wait, shit, there is one. Alright, let me do that save. Yeah, Eevee's legit here. Like, so's Meowth, but I'm trying to think, like, where I would see... It's not like an outbreak, it's just chilling. Yeah, Voltorb and Electro's here. What if I go down this way? Okay, those guys are here. The Dragonite Ray yesterday was really hard. It was difficult. We got it though, but it was very difficult. Agreed. Yo, Tropius here. What up, man? I'll get some eggs while I think of ideas at least. Because if he spawns here, I'm not opposed to like doing that. I think the only problem is I wish there was a consistent way to like Eevee spawn as like the only normal type here. Same with but if I could go outside this area though, Sephiroth, that'd be awesome. Yo, businessman, hello. How you doing? Welcome in. How's your day going? How have you been? So good to see you. We're chilling. We are Masuda for an Eevee, but I'm also trying to see if like I could sandwich out for one, possibly. I'm good. Just thought I'd drop by, show some support. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. How's everything else going? Go this way. Wow, that Persian man. You just showed up. Oh, it's a Ditto. Hi. Thankfully, I already have you, but good to see you here. Also, not me. I'm running behind the building. That's funny. But yeah, we're Masuda for some Eevee. I'm trying to see if also, yeah, I think a sandwich would be bad here because there's a lot of normal types. Because that'd be so. If I could like Eevee hunt with just the sandwich, that'd be so much better. Unfortunately, I cannot. Meowth is here. Oh wait, it's dark. It's nighttime, right? So if I go to a certain area right now, I keep doing it by accident. It's not on purpose, but there is a certain area, like a certain cave. No, it's like a little bit further down. What goes here? Because I'm thinking, I doubt it would be there. It could be outside Cortando, which wouldn't be bad. It could also be, I think this might be it. Because I'm definitely down to, wish me luck on Iron Valorant. Good luck. Yeah, but businessman, I appreciate you dropping in, showing some support. Good to see you, of course. Yeah, unfortunately, there's like no Eevee spawns, which sucks. Let's get up. What's up, buddy? Skiddo wanted to say hi. Skiddo literally saw with Eevee. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I want to be a part of this club. I love that for Skiddo. Man got his camera moment no matter what. Proud of that dude. You know? Why? You hate to see it. Yeah, throw back to when I got my random ass shiny Mankey. He was just chilling there. That I made an annihilate because I love. Oh, we didn't get this cut screen for a while. Yeah, sometimes I get randomly does that.